Right now vanhu vari kuzvibvunza kuti Temba uri kurasika papi mu1 room, wakabhadharwa mari iwo, wakarowa mari, wakatora mari wangu, iri kuita kuti uite zvinhu zvakadai so. Because tosi tiri kuziva Temba wakatanga kubudisa pakaiswa something na Marshal retired Henry Muchena. Temba ndobva wave achiva blaster, ndobva Marshal ndobva vakandira chimwe achitemba ita easy. Temba ndobva ajamuka manje ko zvino zvichinzwa kujamuka kwakaita Temba wakaissuwa a statement, right? Apa mufanira kunyatsonzwisisa kuti tione kuti Temba anodaro akabhadhagwa mari, because masasi emunhu anokudza kuti akabhadhagwa mari plus akapiwa protection yakamira sei. So gatipinde mustatement rakaishuwa nezuro. Marshal retired Henry Muchena, whose real name is Jabulani Mahlangu, alongside unnamed associates, has escalated their campaign by issuing a menacing communication directed at me. Of course, Temba, all I did was to engage with their prior posts, addressing its false narrative as an innocent retort to the proposed amendments and qualifying it as a political gimmick of conflicted individuals. Arikutobaya futi, arikutokanda futi. It's a gimmick, it's a kutokanda futi mamwe mabara kwataka. Now I also don't take lightly to people who think that kutyisidzira vamwe is a valid operational tactic. Upenyu ndehwaMwari, and at some point we shall all die. He's playing victim now. No one is guaranteed to outlive others, and in the same way, one may depend on whatever gives them bellicose bravery. Ndo zvatachitaura zvedu iwewe manje chinokupa bellicose bravery zati chichitika chikafu patabhuruka kuti maybe pane kamari kawanga wakanzi ga manje wakuita humwe ushingi huya Temba kusisiri iho uchiwa maybe kamari kawakanzi ga nechekusera nditi, right? But manje unenge wakunyanyisa. Get it? We all have our own fountains for the same, right? Mudzimu naMwari hazvigari kumba kwenyu mumwe chete. Aiwa, izvi muZimbabwe izvozvo kuti kwai mudzimu naMwari ka shamwari hazvingakubatsiri kana boys rakudai. But anyway, ande kumberi pasina izvozvo zvokudai. Ande kumberi. The beauty of the political space, politics ought not to be characterized by intimidation. Yes, tokubvumirana newe Temba. Zimbabwe is a democratic and not a military state where individuals must shrink from expressing their views. This nation is a collective possession belonging to all its inhabitants and not merely to a select coterie who may erroneously perceive themselves as the architects of our shared existence. Yes, tobvumirana newe Temba, but chatechikumbira ndechoti let this narration isangoshanda kana makuda kubva kune rimwe side muchiita zvanemwe side, ngaishande both sides. Vana love more madhuku vari kurohwa, but muri kuti imi makuya pana vana Temba musina kumborohwa muchiti vhundusigwa etadi talk about zvinhu zviri kutoitika paground. Pane vari kutorohwa vachiita stand against that amendment bill, but iwo uri kusupport amendment bill nevari kupinza that amendment bill, but zvavari kuita you are not pointing out. Wakuya vachipointa out general vasina mbogara vari kurova Temba havana mbogara vadaro, but ndiwo vari kuda kuita senge ivo is the guy ari kuda kurova. The power of narration. Okay, this Second Republic is unequivocally a manifestation of the collective will of the citizenry rather than a mere extension of military influence. The 2017 public uprising coupled with the impeachment proceedings initiated by members of parliament culminated in the resignation of President Mugabe, underscoring the power of the people. It is worth noting that the military faltered during the pivotal Asante Sana moment as Mugabe steadfastly resisted the attempts at coercion. Consequently, the nation remains firmly rooted in a democratic framework, governed by a constitution that is amenable to amendments. Moreover, the political landscape is not dictated by the etiquette of military decorum. Therefore, those who venture into this political arena must be prepared to engage on equal footing rather than relying on the adornments of rank and distinction. Engagement is done on the weight of proffered points, not ranks and medals. As Mchena and Click say, the ongoing discourse surrounding Constitutional Amendment number 3 is indeed a matter of national significance. I have constantly advocated for a vigorous and unbiased public dialogue regarding this amendment, recognizing its critical importance. This is precisely why I have called for the prosecution of individuals who resort to violence against others, such as Professor Maduku, in relation to this amendment. All right. Wazotaura zvine musoro manje. Pasi nevanoda kurova vamwe. Anditi iwe Temba pana mnambuto unoda kurova, unoda kungozvikwanisawo senge munhu ari kufundiswa, but hapana, takaiona statement rakaishuwa paipa, hapana pakambotadza toda kurova. Vaingoti iwewe Temba rega kutaura kwatiri uchitrima cowards. Because remember iwe wakati vanhu ava macowards. Anditi vakati no, hatisi macowards, takatoenda kuhondo tikadai. Wakuzoka kuti vakundifundisira vakundiudza zvokuenda kuhondo. Handiwo ngoti macowards. Temba so regai tiende kumberi. As right, what I adamantly reject is a duplicitous whatever campaign masquerading. Vanatemba mamida unyora chirungu chekuti kwanze rasiri kwa muda kuti bonesa kuti makaenda kuuniversity panapa. Just ingonyora simple campaign masquerading as a legitimate discourse while serving as a facade for an overtly political agenda led by individuals who claim allegiance to a party yet paradoxically stand against its resolutions. As self-stated party members, where was Mchena and his grouping when the resolution which gave birth to the amendment bill was being circulated for the discussion within the many ZANU-PF conferences and meetings? Kana kwakuchinzi rakasvika Temba vangadai vakapindura ipapo. But it's really right pane chigangster chakaitika. Short bill rakazopesera rakubudikira kunoku risina kunyatso kusvika kumunhu wese. And that's why vakubudikira iko zvino. It's obvious Temba. So, handing mberi. Where they are still ignorant of its defects to only resurface now with grandstanding gimmicks which advance the conspiracy of factionalism within their party. When a clearly covert operation emerges represented by a single individual who claims to embody the voices of many, too intimidated to step into the light, the unmistakable stench of a rogue endeavor arises. Unoona Mr. Temba Mliswa nevamwe muri Zimbabwe chinonge chichiitika muri Zimbabwe ndechekuti zvinhu zvakadai soka chero pakava pasati pambova any discussion yekuti ma-retired generals or ma-serving generals or ma-soldiers right now pasina mbogara paitwa discussion yekuti toita seni ya2030, but kune vamwe vanenge vatori nevoice rekuti havasi kuda nyaya ya2030, and knowing the history of Zimbabwean politics they can't just come out as an individual achitoti zvakati anenge achivhunduka kuti ndogona kutongourawa very fast kana ndogona kunyangariswa or something very fast, but panoita one wokutoti haana basa nazvo izvozvo, anenge achitoti handitori ready boys, takatopfuura pane zvakawanda, ndiye unobudikira, and once abudikira unotozvizivayo kuti right now chimoto chakachiri kutenderera, vari vose vari kutouya, and also there's a possibility kuti vakatowanda vakatobvumirana zvinezvi mubvesu yanga asikazongobudikira ruwani. Hande mberi. As has already been proved, why peddle a fictitious argument that universal adult suffrage is under siege through Constitutional Amendment number 3 if people are genuine about their core? Well, it's true, man. One man, one vote. So those can only be the actions of an initiative whose objective is antithetical to the very ideals which it purports to be advancing. The actions of the Mchena cabal are not innocently false, but willful incitement of despondence by feeding the public a false argument. Only themselves know the objective of such actions. Temba. A dark legacy and compromised morality in their political endeavor. In their political endeavor, cloaked as a noble campaign to prevent the mutilation of the Constitution, Mchena and his hidden associates have attempted to position themselves as saviors rushing to avert catastrophe. Yet the reality is starkly different. But mnona muri Zimbabwe chinoitika nchekuti like kwakuchinza hatina kuriona amendment bill number 3 tingadai maybe tichinzwa kuti Temba ari kuti but amendment bill number 3 is tanguti tachitaura it's a power grab. Hakusi kunzi kwai president anoda kungowedzerwa makore ekuti ashande maproject ake. No, president anoda kuwedzerwa masimba ekuti tichisvika 2030 panenge pasisina ane masimba ekuti amubvise, anogona kutongowedzera kuisa imwe mitemo mitsva. Takamuwa tose isusu. Remember, we reference the Al Jazeera gold mafia document. People who are close to Mnangagwa, Hubert Angels, I will quote Hubert Angels. Wakati don't even worry, this man is going to be president for life. Achiudza umwe munhu anga anaye businessman wechidup aida kuuya kuzoinvest. Achiti no, don't worry, Mnangagwa will be president for life. The inner circles, they know about this. They talk about this. And those inner circles, we are now quoting them. So we know the intention. The intention is not about 2030. It's about forever. And it's about living somebody. You are not that's why I don't have voter aniko kuma elite such topograph to the public, to the people. And you Temba, do you think you're part of that elite? Maybe it's just a one-time payment or something. Maybe just allegedly it's just a one-time payment. And you are support a constitutional coup yakadaizo. We just support a power grab. Because kana kwa chinzi president langu wedzigba term chetika let's complain but kubanjwa kana kwazoona infeso yaroda kutoita take power from this department from that and centralize to himself, and then vanhu vachavote kwakunzi takuvoterana isi pachini onoda wakumana hasi mafanisa tuitikera, and then Temba Mliswa kubudikira isapota zvakadaro apa uri sabhuku. Right. In 2009, the very same military leaders, including Mchena, faced the accusations of orchestrating a brutal campaign to secure President Robert Mugabe's hold on power during a contentious electoral runoff in June. The aftermath saw numerous villagers slain and thousands displaced. By 2013, Mchena was at the helm of the ZANU-PF Commissariat alongside Sydney Nyanungo, allegedly overseeing a violent quasi-military operation dubbed Operation Return to ZANU-PF, wherein many were victimized. We get it. But when Mnangagwa, they even had higher ranks during that time. So that was the reason. When Mnangagwa, they even had higher ranks. You were to the Uruda Kushuropo, the general Vaituma. Kune vanga vatori nema higher ranks, vari government. Vanachiwenga vangari military commander. Vachiudziwa zvokuita nzidaiso. Vanga story of the top men, remember. Matop men angariwo vana Mnangagwa na Mugabe. So budikira uchi blame these guys. Of course, not necessarily we blame violent if they were involved in it, as you say. We blame it, but as of right now, azvitimisi kuti titi susu ngatite fair game. Kana majority isiri kuda bill number 3 ngarimiswe kwete kufundisira vanhu. Andemberi. Was the liberation struggle also fundamentally intertwined with such atrocious acts? Temba ari kubvunza. What constitutional purity were they protecting in undertaking such nefarious endeavors? The same Mchena, who today postures as a paragon of liberation virtues, was reportedly the orchestrator of a campaign that deployed senior military personnel from the rank of lieutenant colonel upwards to rural and urban settings to rally support for ZANU-PF. Their objective? To undermine the very same universal adult suffrage that he now claims to champion. This historical account illuminates the contradictions faced by a cadre of generals who have consistently allowed themselves to be embroiled in partisanship, sheltering behind the facade of our liberation narrative. Okay, Temba, apa wakunyatso kushora military, Zimbabwean military is serious. Not only Mchena, urunyatso kushora kushandiswa kuita Zimbabwean military to control the masses, to maintain power for the ruling party. And I think Zimbabweans mazhinji would agree with you on these things. And zvinongoita kuti tione kuti more and more ZANU-PF irufana kubva, Mnangagwa arufana kubva come 2028 kwete zvekuda kuzoti maakuextenda anditi vanhu ngavabve Mnangagwa nguva yake yakwana wakuenda kunozorora tichinja tichidaro anditi because the problem kana uchishora zvaitwa neZANU-PF sezvizvitemba uri kunyatso kushora the leadership yeZANU-PF, not vana muchena vari kushora vaingowo magenerals kuzasi kunoko, ndo vanonzi magroundsmen, but the brains is always back to the leadership. So uri kushora leadership yana Mnangagwa yacho yauri kuzama kuda kusapota nekushora magenerals. So I don't know kuti Mnangagwa acha ungabhadhara mnaruku anyway, handing mberi. I too was a political figure in Urungwe during that time. I resolutely refused to participate in such inhumane strategies, despite the potential benefits to my political campaign for office. I stood firm against these actions. I stood firm against these actions, eschewing any involvement with these midnight camps and relying solely on my political charisma and grassroots efforts. Those who have perpetrated such acts cannot merely change their garb and seek to rebrand themselves as virtuous, especially when they remain culpable for the blood of countless innocents whose only transgression was casting a vote for their favored candidate. Uri kupupura mabasa erima eZANU-PF. Muri kumunzwa Temba ari kupupura mabasa erima achimablema ose on Henry Muchena. Asi mafanizira Henry Muchena chacha watatingapotozivi isusu ndiye akupiwa mhosva dzose dzina Temba Mliswa. But wapapupura mabasa amaita kumana. Alright, get into it. I have worked with many generals for whom I hold significant respect. They maintained their humanity and humbleness even in possession of extensive power. Some of them even shunned the political arena because they considered their inability to transform into the civilian battles. The title of general does not confer absolute dominion over all. As the wise Shona proverb conveys, the elder baboon earns greater respect by refraining from tyrannically asserting dominance over the younger ones. The Mchena faction, which are the bigger baboons? Who was president? Who was vice president back then? Who would sit together and arrange these things? My vice president, my president, Mnangagwa na Mjuru na Mnangagwa, isn't it? So apa wakushora vamchena nyika yose yaichema panguva yaya uri kushora mchena ari one ndo aizoita sei. But anyway, rakaitende kumberi. The Mchena faction has evidently lost sight of the principle. The liberation struggle is political commodity. Virtually every Zimbabwean has a familiar connection to the liberation struggle, and it is grievous error for any single sector, group, or individual to arrogate this struggle, transforming it into a commodity for political leverage. But ndozokwira chingoitwa na Mnangagwa every day vachingoti takaenda kuhondo takazodima comrade ndakaruza macomrade. But Temba Mliswa unenge uri kuside run ndakukuona uri kuataka mukuru wako nechibhende. Hamusi kuzora iri muri Zimbabwe. Right, mberi. The liberation struggle was it is historically detrimental to permit a select few men to monopolize the narrative of this shared struggle, wielding its tenets as instruments of self-serving political gain. While we rightfully honor the sons and daughters of the soil who sacrificed for our collective freedom, we must also acknowledge that each era possesses its unique demands and requirements. Recognizing the changed times and the need for new tools does not undermine the principles of the liberation struggle. Rather, it epitomizes the wisdom necessary to navigate the evolving landscape of our nation's journey towards liberation for the majority. Temba Mliswa anazwa kutaura mana. Takuverenga kaparagraph kake kekupedzisira mu post yake mu statement rake raaishua ira achipindura generals. The liberation heroes did their part, and it's high time national leadership shifted to a younger generation with a different mindset. Saka vana Mnangagwa vazotodiwa mama 8 years Temba ari kutojambuka zvana Mnangagwa achikuda kutozviwa. Even Chirina Nachwenga asi kuda kutozviwa. Ari kutoda a younger generation. mazimbabwe mazhinji anobvumirana newetemba. Regaitipame statement rake. The liberation heroes did their part, and it's high time national leadership shifted a younger generation with a different mindset. But manje ipa uri kuzama kuti uri kudefenda amendment bill number 3 riri kupinzwa nemufesa ne 88 years something there. Ndo wauri kuti iwewe ari kupinza bill uri kuchinja mutemo uri kuti ari right. It's a change in mindset. What kind of change in mindset kana 86-year-old man achitipinzira bill riri kuchinjira mutemo? At 88 years, what's new about the mindset of an 88-year-old man? Temba, tinyatsokuti. It's dangerous to have elders that are forever entitled to power to the point of resisting even that what thrives a nation of their own party. Temba, it's dangerous. It's dangerous to have elders that are forever entitled to power. But this elder is trying to extend 2 more years on top of the 5 years. On top of what? 10 years. 2 terms. He wants 2 more years. And he's 80-something years old. But you urutazana Henry Mchena vasina mbogara ndikudaita president vasina mbogara ati ari kukondema zvekuda kuti extenda term, ari kukondema zvekuda kutorera mavotes kuvanhu. Iwo Temba uri kusaidira chaizvo. Temba ndera ari kusaidira rema retired general. Temba ndatozozvona ari kusaidira na Henry Mchena. Saka anyway, murezimbabwe ndo the statement rakaishuwa naTemba. Hatizivi kuti iwo unoriona sei. Isusu tinoita remain tiri pakati. Isu maonero edu ndiri kuti hatisuzvizwisisa. But Temba akuita senge ari kusaidira mageneral because mushorero ari kuita hurumende iripo kana kuti mushorero ari kuita president uripo zvaizvezvi. According to this statement wakanyanyisa, although richiita senge rine chibhende chekuti ari kushora vana Mchena. Mazvinzwira murezimbabwe. Toda kunzwa comment yakuti uzviona sei.